I'd been courted by Goldman for 3 years before I got a job in what was then the security sales department, helping individuals and small institutions manage their money. I got a ton of those history from those years, and if you want to know more about it, I suggest you read Confessions of a Street Addict, my autobiography. But tonight's show, like every show, is about learning how to trade and invest. So I'll dispense with the anecdotes and try to teach you how to make money from the events that transpired from my time at Goldman. First, that's when I began understanding the process of actual money magic, the ability to build a portfolio from the ground up. And I had the best teachers in the world. One of the great hedge fund managers of our time, Lee Cooperman, he was the research director at Goldman, and he put on investing clinics almost daily. But you know who I learned the most from? My customers, chiefly wealthy individuals from all walks of life. At Goldman, I learned something that to this day can't be understood by so many professionals in this business. Individuals can and do beat the market quite regularly. I had what's known as non-discretionary accounts, meaning that I wasn't allowed to invest anyone else's money with my own ideas unless I could win them over to make the purchase. Remember, I was on commission and made money only with the buys or sells I could convince people to act on. That's where I learned how important it was to talk over a story with an individual and be able to articulate it in a way that made sense to them. Can you do that to someone when you're picking a stock? You had to know your stuff. I often ask my clients questions about whether they knew enough about the stocks that they wanted to buy. I wanted them to be as educated as possible, too. That's because I knew that if the stock went up, it would be their idea, but if it went down, it would be mine. Hey, come on, that's human nature. What else did I learn? How about humility? It was at Goldman Sachs that I first figured out how humbling this business could be. The great 80s bull market had just started not long before I'd been hired. Almost all stocks had tremendous tailwinds. But when one of your ideas went against you, you had to get on the horn and explain either why the person should buy more or why they should cut their losses.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.